Hello everyone, back with you for another video. Hopefully the third time will be the charm. But this video is a real quick collection update to begin. And the first thing in the update is Hinder's 2017 album, The Rain. I had no idea this album existed until a couple days ago. For some reason, I Googled Hinder and found out about this and got this from Amazon. But this is the follow-up to 2015's When the Smoke Clears. This is the second Hinder release to feature Marshall Dutton on lead vocals. So far, what I've heard of this one, I like it better than its predecessor, When the Smoke Clears. But the jury's still out because I haven't heard the whole thing yet. The second addition to my music world, you can say, is this shirt. I bought this shirt on Whitesnake.com to commemorate the 35th anniversary of the album Slide It In. It just says Slide It In 35th anniversary on the back. Those of you interested, they're available at Whitesnake.com. So without further ado, following the unpaid plug for Whitesnake.com, we're going to talk about Whitesnake. Now, I don't have nearly the knowledge or the collection of their music as our friend Vinylizer has, being the Whitesnake fanatic he is. I'll say that the thing furthest back in their catalog that I'm familiar with is the Come and Get It album, which was released in the early 80s, I believe. And I had that album on cassette, but I've lost track of it somewhere down the road. But from what I remember of it, the songs that I really liked from that are Don't Break My Heart Again, the title track, Hit and Run, Wine, Women, and Song was a fun little track. So that's the furthest I've dug back into Whitesnake's catalog. I have heard a live version of Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City on a live recording from a concert in Japan in 87 or 88 that came with the in the box set of the 35th anniversary commemoration of their self-titled album, aka 87. As I mentioned in my video yesterday, talking about put Hinder aside because they're no longer part of this video. This album holds a lot of memories for me. It's the first Whitesnake thing I ever had, of course. Very familiar with, I saw Still of the Night, which was the first thing I heard off of this. And Here I Go Again, all over MTV back in those days. And digging back in their history, considering the very first version of Here I Go Again that was on their Saints and Sinners album, and then the radio remixes, the version that's on this album, I wonder how many versions of that song they have. But Still of the Night is probably still my favorite on here. I, of course, like Here I Go Again. Is This Love is one of the best power ballads of that time. I really like the added UK song that wasn't on the original version of this I had. The song "Don't Break My," you're going to break my heart again. "Don't Break My Heart Again" is on "Come and Get It," but "You're Going to Break My Heart Again" is a good addition that for some reason we didn't get here in the U.S. But a very memorable album for me from my childhood. You know, kind of going backwards. And then after 87 and "Come and Get It," I got "Slide It In." And Whitesnake, just like the Scorpions, are very famous or infamous of some of their cover art. And as I mentioned before, this is the 35th anniversary of this album. There's a huge box set like they did with 87 coming out. I have pre-ordered. Looking forward to that. Getting that in about a month's time. Hopefully Amazon doesn't screw me over like they do with some of my other pre-orders, but we'll wait and see on that. Standout tracks to me, the three standout tracks to me are "Slow and Easy," "Love Ain't No Stranger," and "Guilty of Love" are my favorite ones. "Standing in the Shadows" is another favorite track of mine. I like the version of that's on one of the CDs in that 87 box set. But a great Whitesnake album. This one, compared to 87, really touches on what the band originally sounded like, as Vinylizer could attest. The heavy blues rock is still present in this one. Not so much in 1987 or the follow-up to 1987, "Slip of the Tongue," which was the tour I got to see Whitesnake finally in concert. This band has, in the history of rock music, I don't know many bands that have had nearly as many lineup changes as Whitesnake has had over their career. But this one features Steve Vai on guitar. Another newer version of an older song of theirs on here, "Fool for Your Lovin'." I can't remember what the original version was what the original version was on, what album. Right on the top of my head. For all I know, it might be "Saints and Sinners," just like "Here I Go Again." In some ways, there are a few songs I liked on here better than the 1987 album. "Judgment Day" is a good song. "Sailing Ships," the closing track, is epic. This version of "Fool for Your Lovin'," "Kitten's Got Claws," another great album of Whitesnake's. Now, one thing I neglected to mention is on 1987, there's another updated version of an older song of theirs, "Crying in the Rain." And unfortunately, I've not gotten anything beyond "Slip of the Tongue," obviously, yet. I know that in May or something, they're coming out with a new album called "Flesh and Blood," which I'm highly anticipating. And I think I saw on Facebook that the first single for that album is dropping on Valentine's Day. So everybody give me your thoughts on Whitesnake on the comments below. Make a response video. Whatever. John or anybody else suggest albums of theirs for me to check out. Either older ones or the newer ones since Slip of the Tongue. If this video seems all garbled, I apologize. I'm kind of overwhelmed. With everything I have to do today, but there's my little thoughts on Whitesnake, and looking to learn a little bit more about them. As I've mentioned before, hopefully, if the weather still cooperates, I'll be going to see Night Ranger tonight. I'll let you know my thoughts on that in a video tomorrow. Till then, everybody rock on and enjoy the music.